we were still able to get the outside guys, the skilled guys, a lot of work today, which was great. You know, I was really pleased with the young receivers for the most part about lining up and assignments and all that type of thing, which you really look for their first time on the field, you know, live and in color. And so that was good. And there were a lot of big plays, a lot of nice catches, a lot of great throws. So it was good.
How the overall quarterbacks look?
Good. Played well.
You've been talking about Bridgeford excelling and Hinder. They both
did a nice job. Yeah. No turnovers. Or no, actually the defense got two tip ball interceptions in the red zone today. So it was good to see the defense get the ball back down there. They were tip balls and up in the air, and they went and got them. So
remember who tossed those balls initially?
I know Bridgeford had the first one. I can't remember who threw the second one. Maybe Klein, I think. I'm not sure. But they were both tip balls at the line of scrimmage that went up in the air.
You said you made some adjustments. Were you able to actually have a full scrimmage, or did you have to sort of...
We had a full scrimmage, and we probably had about 45 plays of full scrimmage, and then we had probably another 30 plays where the line was in there, the offensive line was in there, and we were throwing the ball, but the defensive line wasn't in there.
Can you tell how your offensive line performed today?
Decent. Blew a protection, went the wrong way on a protection, but besides that, yeah, I thought they came off well and had some positive plays in the run game. Lasco had a big run, probably about a 60-yard run. So the offensive line played decent. You always got to watch the tape unless something really stands out glaring.
You've had a lot of different linebackers in the mix. Does this help you start to figure out where you put them and how they stack up?
It will. Yeah, it will. Anytime we can have this opportunity to do this and give them some live reps, it really helps. And so we'll evaluate this one, and then we'll go again here shortly because I expect some D linemen to be back, and so we'll turn around here pretty quick and go again.
Do you have any idea when?
I don't. We're scheduled for next Monday, but we'll probably do something before then.
Oh, really? Okay.
Not so much a scrimmage, but some live action.
Some live. Are you about halfway through, do you figure?
We are halfway through. I think that was 13 today. And we have, that was 13. And we have 29 total opportunities. But what is today? Wednesday? After the next Wednesday, we'll start game planning for the game. So really, we're about a week away. We have opportunities one more week until we start narrowing things down, start game planning for the first game.
Do you like where you're at, given all that you had to accomplish?
I do. And the only thing is we need to get the D-line back so that they can get some quality reps and make sure that they're in shape and ready to go.
What do you give me in the stadium tomorrow morning?
We are.
And what are you going to do then?
We're going to be in a helmets practice. We're going to have some individual and some team, and really we're going to try to move around quite a bit and just get used to the footing in there. So we have two practices tomorrow, but the morning practice will be in helmets in the stadium. Afternoon will be in shells up here.
You want to hear 9 a.m.?
Yes. Yeah. I believe that's what time it is.
Right. Will that be? Will the first part of that? Will we be able to?
Yeah. You guys are able to come to the first part of that.
Okay, good. And is there a certain sense of excitement about getting in there just for one day, just get the footing or the feel for things? Or?
I think so. I really haven't talked to the team about it yet. Tonight at the team meeting, I'll tell them.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure they're anxious to get in there.
Yeah. How about yourself?
I'm very anxious to get in there. Without a doubt.
They paved the north tunnel.
They have not.
They
won't do that. We can't actually get gear and sleds and things down there until the 24th. So we will have some practices. We'll have half our practice up here. We have our sleds and our chutes and all that, and then we'll go down for the second half of practice to do that because we can't get the equipment in there until the 24th.
You mentioned yesterday wanted to tighten up the depth chart a little bit in the rotations of the reps in practice. And you were talking about having as many as 14 wideouts getting reps now. What will you shrink that to? 6 or 8 or?
Probably 8.
Uh-huh. And are all 5 of the freshmen probably still in that mix?
We'll have to see. That's what we have to evaluate, today and moving forward in the next couple of
days. Is there a sense of wanting to give those guys as much opportunity to show you what they can do?
Absolutely. And that's what we did today. Keenan didn't play today. You don't need to see Keenan much, but all those guys played. Treggs, Powell, and Harper all went with the ones today. to get them some looks at, against the ones.
Right.
How did they look against?
They look
the
great.
ones?
They look good. They look comfortable. So I was pleased.
Has Treg gotten better as camp has progressed?
Yeah, I think Treg started out a little bit slow, not by his doing, but because really he didn't have a lot of action coming his way. But he kept working. I think he has a really good feel for what he's doing. He's very natural. He's adjusted. I think it took him about 3 days, and then he said, I've made the adjustment to the speed of the game, and so he was feeling better.
What do you think? It was a little frustrating for him early on, not getting a whole lot of reps, and that was.
Well, he was getting reps. He was getting reps, but the balls weren't going his way necessarily. So we tried to manufacture some things for the young guys to get them some balls, put them in, and work with the defense. Hey, give us this coverage, because in that way we know the ball's going there. When you have multiple defenses and you're not sure where the ball is going to go. So we tried to work and try to make sure that we could get some guys to where we could get them evaluated on route running and catching the ball and run after the catch and all that type of thing. So we had to work together.
Talked about Bryce. What specifically is he showing you that you like? What skills?
Well, he's fast. He's a good route runner, quick, has some nice quickness, catches the ball really well, good body control.
Is he your number two?
Him and Harper both.
Uh-huh.
Harper is very skilled, very skilled. Those two are right there together. There's really no separation between those guys. Both those guys are dependable guys who can run. They're very quick. They both have great hands. That play where Harper caught that long ball down here. Remember that one?
Oh yeah, that was a hell of a play.
Yeah. I looked at the tape and I figured out what I was looking at. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Figured out what he was
Because
looking
a
at.
defensive lineman almost got the quarterback's knee. So I was looking to see if the quarterback was
Oh, okay, you
at
weren't
the
watching
time.
the.
So
Okay.
once that happened, I saw the quarterback go down like this. I was watching this. I didn't care less what happened to the ball.
Hell of a catch, though.
It was a great catch.
Now we can all agree.
Yeah, it was a great catch.
We've talked a little bit about who seems to be standing out offensively. Just based on what you saw today, did anybody on defense stand out to you?
Again, I got to watch the tape. I think Scarlett played well. I think Todd Barr played well. Those guys flashed. And after that, I'll have to watch the tape.
Is Scarlett playing his way onto the first team?
Yeah. As of right now.
Yeah. But coming into camp, you didn't necessarily know that, right?
Didn't know that, but had a pretty good idea that if he was healthy, what he can bring to the table.
Right.
Does he have like a rush end capabilities? Is that
Absolutely.
Is that one of the things you look for him?
Well, that's really the benefits of a 3-4 defense, of a big guy like that who's elusive enough, or athletic enough, I should say, not elusive, athletic enough to cover and drop and do things with backs out of the backfield, fast enough to come off the edge and physical enough to come off the edge.
Is Keenan definitely your punt return guy, or is?
Yes.
Okay.
How did the kickoff return go? Did you guys go full?
We went
full bore
full
on that?
Yeah, we went full. Nothing too exciting, just average returns. Both I was pleased with our punter. Our punter did a nice job, like I said, in both field punting and red zone punting. Knocking it down deep. Did a nice job of both of those today.
Yeah.
Cole. And Stephen did a nice job too. But Cole is the one who kicked the red zone punt and knocked it inside the 10.